Hi, it's Art, short for Artemy, and you can find me at CU Artist pretty much everywhere. Today I want to talk about trying to set aside time to read more comics. But first I wanted to mention a video that I saw recently that is related to Day 56. I definitely saw it after I had already made the video, but it was really related. It is by Fiona Paulo. I will link it in the description. But it's talking about webtoon stuff and has similar stuff about how page format used to seem to be a lot less harsh on webcomic creators, and there are a lot of cool interviews with other webtoon creators, and also has a different webcomic site that I am interested in checking out as well. So I really enjoy reading comics. I mean, that's why I enjoy writing them. It is really how my brain likes to process information. I love good stories and I love art, so it is one of the best ways for me to physically read something. I do a lot of audiobooks because I'm frequently drawing comics, so sitting down to read a physical book is a lot more difficult to get to do. But because of all that time spent making comics myself, I still also have a hard time sitting down to read other comics, which is a shame because whenever I do, I really, really enjoy it. I have kind of found recently that graphic novels and physical single editions of comics can be a little bit easier because there's a definite stop point. I got a couple graphic novels for Christmas last year, and I read them so quickly. And I definitely feel like I learn more about what I want to do when I read other comics as well. So I really want to get back into reading more comics, and also especially webcomics, because while graphic novels can be easier for me to read sometimes, webcomics are a different thing. They can be a lot more interactive with the audience, and because that is what I am doing, I think it is important to try and read more of that medium as well. And I have read a couple webtoon webcomics relatively recently. I got really into Cursed Princess Club, and then it went on hiatus, and I stopped being caught up with it. But I really want to get into reading more smaller webcomics, and also get caught up on the webcomics that I had been reading and was really into when I was fully into my webcomics phase. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a list of them in my Notion about all my comic making stuff, so that it is in relation to that, because I do have some lists in various places. I used to use Comic Rocket really regularly, so I should be able to take all of the ones that I used to read from there. But I am also in a decent amount of comic making Discord servers, and I really want to be able to read the comics of the people who are posting in there. Some comic reading reciprocity, but also I think it is fun. I do enjoy some of the comics I've read from the people. It's just a matter of trying to actually continue reading them, because it's pretty easy for me to forget some of the comics that I did start reading, and I really do want to continue being caught up on, are Gleamy Arts Paged Away. She has a YouTube channel and is pretty cool. And from the webcomic ring, there is one called Tuesday at 2, and it just started, so there's not a ton of pages to catch up on, and I think the art style is really cute. And also at a Pride event this year, I did meet somebody who was selling prints and stuff, who also has a webcomic. It is called Kuren, Kuren, so I will link all of those in the description. Yeah, I don't know. There's people I want to be friends with, and I want to read their comics. So I just really am going to try and, I think, set time aside in the mornings when I would usually just go on social media to wake up a little bit, and instead try and set aside 10 minutes to read a comic instead, because I do think that is good for me to do, for both interacting socially with other comic artists, and also good for my own brain to be ooh, what do I like about this? What are things that I think are cool? That is all I have for today. Thank you for listening, and I hope to see you tomorrow.